What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. It's been a minute since we've had an update on the channel, and I do apologize. I've been quite busy, and I've also had a failure and lack of content. I mean, the Saab, for instance, is always on the channel, and we have 265,000 miles on it, and it's been running really well. And you're going to see, if the title hasn't given away, we got some knocking going on in the front suspension. So we're going to go into this video, kind of digest what's going on and dissect it to see if we can repair it with little money out of pocket. Outside that, since the last video, we had an oil leak. It hasn't been leaking any oil, and we've just changed the oil the other day. So we got another fresh 5,000 miles to go on this thing. And man, this car is just awesome. I love it. Off camera on this car, we did the rear suspension control arms and bushings. I paid a local shop to do that. So we have fresh control arms. I don't know, I think I might have put it in a video on my Instagram, but I'll put a video in it or a picture of the old ones here. You guys can see these things were like rotted out with some holes in it. So it wasn't in any danger, but obviously long term, it wasn't necessarily good to keep on the car. So good thing we replaced it. So we have fresh bushings on the control arms, inner, outer, upper, lower, and also the control arms themselves. So fresh. And so that's it. We're gonna get underneath the hood. The next couple days I'll do some maintenance on this thing. I'm gonna check the brake pads here. I see that the brake fluid is like in the middle, which isn't terrible. Coolant level's good, oil level's fresh. There you guys have it underneath the hood. I love this thing. This is the best car, and I just bought these lights over at Home Depot. Rechargeable lights. I'll actually link it in the description if you guys want. But here you go. You guys got a nice little light action under here. Fresh, everything looking good. Even in the back there. All right. So let's get underneath the car here and check out the suspension. Alright guys, so I got the front suspension apart here on both sides, but I got this really to show you. Everything's looking good on this strut here, but if you look, there's this rubber piece right here, and I actually didn't install that originally when I did the struts. So I had these sitting around for quite some time, so I just threw those in there, so hopefully that helps with some of the noise. And yeah. And then the only other thing that I found underneath here is the I'll bring this to a local shop to do for me. But if you look at the boot there on the tie rod, inner tie rod end, that is completely shot inside. So I'm gonna have to bring that over to them and have them address that too. But other than that, everything else is looking pretty good under here. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do once we get this car back together is these tires here are completely shot. You can see the inner bead there is completely rounded out. So once we get these up, I'll bring this over to Firestone and have them pop 2 tires on, fresh in alignment, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, so we're driving the car. Got this suspension back together, and I went down our big hill here where it was doing a lot of pops and rattles and creaks beforehand. So I went ahead and I guess I fixed everything. It seems to be running good. I'm still getting like a little popping noise on the driver's side or passenger side when I turn. I think I know exactly what it is. I was checking the strut bearing there, and I felt a little something in there, so I'm suspecting that little knock that's going on is just from that, you know, and all the pressure's on it. That little bit of feeling that I felt in my hand is probably, you know, magnified by 100 since of all the pressure on it. But it might go away. I'm just gonna keep running the car here. It's not that bad, it's kind of soft. So as long as it's not getting louder, I'll probably leave it for now until next spring. But for now, as of current, the noises of the suspension are gone. There's no more creaks and screeches, and So make sure you always make sure you get all the new fresh parts if you do suspension. But now we're running straight to get tires, fresh alignment, and should be good and ready to go. So keep you guys updated. All right, guys, this thing is running brand new. It literally just needed fresh tires and alignment. The front suspension is much better. There's still some clicking noises on the side, and I think it's from the strut bearing inside. So in the springtime, I'll pop a new one in. It's like 23 bucks. But usually like every 5,000, 10,000 miles or so, we get a wheel alignment done. So I'll wait till the next wheel alignment is needed to fix that, just because I have to take it all apart, and it obviously knocks off the alignment. So for now, we'll deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. It's much quieter, the whole thing. The car runs really nice. Like I said, fresh bushings and control arms in the rear. Front suspension is pretty much brand new. It runs really nice. A couple little things like I just mentioned. This side had a ball joint replaced too, so like some of the popping noises I was getting, I wasn't sure where it's coming from. I did hit something on the highway a couple months back, like a month or so ago, so maybe that's kind of a lingering effect from that. But other than that, the car is perfect and ready to go again this next 2024 year. Happy New Year to you guys. It's gonna be 2024 New Year's Eve when this video posts, so Happy New Year to you guys. Thanks for all your continued support this year. This thing will be good for another 20 or 30,000 miles this upcoming year, and we'll keep it going, guys. I'll see you on the next one.